Yes, do you still remember that Premier League match day one game between Chelsea and Liverpool, which ended 1-1 at the bridge, where we dominated Liverpool in the midfield, and all that which happened in that game pointed that we could have a great season? Wow, here we are, 28 games gone, and we are sitting 11th on the table. We have scored 47 goals and have conceded 45. Liverpool, with whom we drew on match day one, are sitting second on the table with 65 points. For us, we have 39, a difference of about 26 points. What has been the difference between us and Liverpool? Well, welcome to the video. My name is Wilbur, and today I will be reflecting on the performances of our club this season after that disturbing summer where nearly the whole team was sold. We had Mendy going to Saudi, Kepa joining Madrid on loan, Cucurella had not worked out the previous season, James is always on and off with injuries, the same is with the Chilwell. Then in the central defense, Rudiger left, and the easily placement Koulibaly was also sold to Saudi. Our midfield was also sold off. Jorginho joining Arsenal and Kovacic joining Man City, and also Kante going to Saudi. Then forward, Mount was shifted to United. Havertz joining Arsenal, Pulisic going to Milan. So nearly the whole of our team was sold out, with the Lukaku going back to Roma from Inter. So what are the positives we could do? At least identify. Our season has been a little challenging, like I've said. We have so far played 27 games. We've won 10. Sorry, we've won 11. We've drawn 5 and have lost 10 games. So we have lost as many as we have won. We own 39 points. That's 25 points behind Arsenal and Liverpool, who are at 64, the top of the table. We are behind Newcastle, who are 10th with 40 points, but they have a very great goal differences. Ours is 2, theirs is I think 12. So what went wrong? I have identified the departures, but we had some signings actually. Inspiring signings. We had Enzo joining in January in the midfield, and Caicedo joined from Brighton for more than 110 million. So that was a great addition, with Romeo Lavia, who had done well at Southampton, also joining. Christopher Nkunku, Jackson had had a good pre-season time, so we expected a lot from them. Also, Sterling had a challenging season, but we could expect him to improve. But things have not really worked out well. We got a new, more experienced manager in Mauricio Pochettino, who has had some great experience working with young players. So we expected some improvements, but we are nearly the same position where we finished last season. We finished 12th, now we are 11th. So you can see that the improvement isn't that great. We can actually drop if we lose a few matches. So what has gone wrong? Today I'm going to be identifying out some positives, like the signing of Cole Palmer. Palmer has so far scored 11 goals and has had 9 assists, which is nearly as good as what Eden Hazard was in his first season. Eden Hazard had 20 goal contributions in his first season, and in 34 appearances, Cole Palmer has so far just played 24 games in the Premier League and is at 19. So that is a positive. Malo Gusto came in with the James injured for most of the time. You can see that he has stepped in a little well. He goes well forward, and you can see that at least he's been quite well. Chilwell on the left flank has been injured for most of the time. He comes back and goes back like this time is a good player, but is hampered a lot by the injuries. Cucurella has been injured for most of the time also, though on his return against Leicester in the FA Cup he scored and even got an invitation to the Spanish national team, so hope that will help boost his confidence. In the goalkeeping position, I didn't start with it because I think the Caicedo signing was more of an highlight for the kind of price tag. We had the Robert Sanchez and the Petrovic joining. Sanchez doing somewhat good, but when he got the injury, Petrovic came in and we can see that he's slightly better. So I would personally prefer using Petrovic than using Sanchez. The other positive we can pick is maybe Jackson. Jackson has already scored 9 Premier League games. Though he misses a lot, we can see that his movements are good. So if he can improve on his last touch, I think he can even score more goals. He's already at 9 goals. I think that's good. Sterling has also scored 6 goals, and Modric has scored in, I think, 3 or 4. Then assists. Cole Palmer has 8. Gusto, I think, and Gallagher have 5 each. So that's also good. But we are missing lots of chances. We are on the top of the lists for teams missing lots of chances. Actually, Jackson and Sterling both make it in the top 10 of those who have missed more chances. The challenges I think I can talk about have been injuries. There have been injuries where Romeo Lavia, who signed for about 50 million, has not played a single game. Christopher Nkunku has been injured for most of the time. When he came on, I remember him pulling one back against Liverpool, but it looked impressive, but every time he has been given the chance to play, it doesn't look that impressive. Then also, I think Modric failing to break into the first season is a challenge. If you sign for more than 70 million and you're sitting on the bench, I think that's a challenge. Then also Sterling failing to restore himself as a starter. I think it's also a challenge because he's one of the slightly at least experienced players we have. So the challenges I think are basically injuries, and the players don't shoot that much. They pass. We are one of the most passing teams in the Premier League now, but when it comes to scoring, we score very little goals. We have actually scored just I think 47, and we have conceded 45, leaving a difference of about just 2 goals, which is quite challenging. So I think going forward, what are your expectations in the remaining games? Because we still have to play Spurs, we still have to play Arsenal, we still have to play Manchester. No, we played Manchester United, so we still have to play United. So all those teams have very high ambitions. Even the relegation threatened teams, we still have to play them, and they have been the biggest challenge. We can get points from the likes of Man City, Liverpool, Spurs, Arsenal, but we always fail when it comes to the Brentfords, to the Wolves, who come and sit back and they wait to catch us on counter attacks. So what are the challenges you can actually pick? Also, I think the other challenge is our failure to pick the starting 11, because at this point you can't be sure whether it's Petrovic or Sanchez. Petrovic has been the goal because Sanchez has been injured, but when he returned, you saw that Pochettino picked him versus Leicester. so he might even want to pick him after the international break. On the right back, James is injured. Gusto is playing well. What happens when James returns? Then in the middle, we have challenges. Colwill playing sometimes. Chaloba. Colwill hasn't been as good as what he was like at Brighton, though I think maybe after time he will catch up. Silva, I think has some concerns with the coach. He no longer selects him. On the left back, I think Chilwell is good, but also he's been injured most of the time. Sometimes we've been using three backs. I think Disasi as he came in a little well, despite that very good own goal against Leicester. I think he has stepped in well. He likes the team. When they score, you like that. Yes, you see that he likes the team. In the midfield, I think Enzo and Caicedo have not lived up the price tag, but they aren't that awful. Personally, I believe the whole team is struggling. The strikers miss lots of chances, so the midfield always looks awful when the striking line isn't good. Gallagher's tried. Personally, I believe has tried. Some people say that isn't a Chelsea material, but if we were to buy Conor Gallagher now, they would be asking for 80 millions for him if we were to buy him. So it's even painful that he's linked to move maybe to Spurs or Liverpool. It will be very painful to see another academy graduate leaving, maybe because we have to balance fair play rules, but Gallagher's been really quite well. He has already 5 assists in the EPL, so he has been quite well. Palm on the right is our biggest highlight so far. He's just one goal contribution behind Hazard in the first season. He's actually already ahead of him when you compare all competitions. He's already at 26 goal contributions in the season. So I think Cole Palmer is something we can be joyful about this season, and maybe Gusto. So I think if we can get a few of all our players back fit, the likes of Nkunku and even Jackson improving his final touch, I think we can maybe make it to the eighth or maybe 70th position. We can play at least Europa or Conference League. Actually, we still have the FA semi-finals to play. We are facing Man City. They have Champions League football, so they will need it to alternate their team, so we could have a chance to qualify for the final and maybe also win that one. It automatically wins us a place in the Europa League, so maybe it is something we can fight for this season. Thank you for watching. I will be catching up. I will be making more videos. So thank you for watching. Yeah, bye.